One of our very own worked closely with Craig Sager for 9 years. Our showrunner, DT Slouffman. And DT, thanks for joining us. We feel like we knew Craig Sager. You actually did know him. What are some of your favorite memories?
Well, being with Sags was anything could happen. On any given day, you could plan something out, but anything could happen. One of my favorite memories, we were covering the Bulls and the Heat, and we were in Chicago, and at the time, Turner had sold this digital series called Sager on the Run, because Sager was also an avid runner. And we plotted all of these locations around the city where we were going to have him run to. And so he ran to the dog park along the lake. He ran, past the big tall buildings. He ran past Oprah's studio. He ran past the Michael Jordan statue in front of the United Center. And this plan that he and I had concocted, I said, wouldn't it be so great? He was a Cubs fan. I said, wouldn't it be so great if we could finish the run inside Wrigley Field? But I said, the whole thing had come together that morning. I said, we don't have time to get permission. He goes, permission? Who needs permission? We'll be fine. And I thought, we're going in with a camera. Are you crazy? Oh, it'll be fine. It'll all work out. So we do this whole thing, and then we, get to the final location, Wrigley Field. We go to the gate, and he knew everybody. He knows the security guard by name. Oh, Sags, hey, I've got a camera with me. Can we come in and shoot? Well, it's the middle of the game. That's all right. We'll be quick. Guy lets us in.
Wow.
We go down to the first base side. We get to the top of the seats, and he says to the usher there, he's like, hey, can we shoot? Oh, sure. Wait, do it between innings. Literally between innings is the teams are changing sides. We go all the way down to the field. Sager runs up, gives his final line, and then throws in an ad-lib and goes, hey, beer man. Guy comes down, he goes, I need a Bud Light. He hands him $6, takes the Bud Light, downs the whole thing. He goes, and throws out his best Ernie Banks, let's play two.
Yeah. Glad to know that Sager got to see the Cubs win the World Series too, and hopefully cracked a Bud Light after Game 7.
Big.
What did he love most about the job?
It was the people. I mean, Maggie, it really was the people. And you heard Lee talk about how even though he was a dogged reporter, he asked hard questions. He asked, important questions, but he also was friends with all of these guys. And it wasn't just the players. You could find him at Dan Marley's bar in Phoenix and walk up to him, and he treated, the average Joe as if they were, Kevin Durant, Steve Nash, Carmelo Anthony. He just loved people, and for him that was the best part of the job, because every stop along the way he got to be with people. I probably took, in the 9 years we worked together, I probably took more photos of Craig with other people, just people walking up, hey, can I have a photo? And he goes, sure, my producer DT will take it. I probably took more photos of him with other people than all of these photos that you see with him and NBA players. I mean, they litter Instagram and people's Facebook feeds.
Yeah, that's so great. Craig was inducted into the Broadcasting Hall of Fame on Tuesday.
Yeah.
In all the games you guys did together, crisscrossing the country back and forth, did he ever think that he would get that achievement?
I don't think that wasn't even something that was on his radar, right? I mean, we're talking about a guy who really made a career out of having fun. I mean, and he worked hard at having fun. I've often made kind of the analogy, because of the flashy outfits, that Craig Sager made purple paisley blue collar. Right? And he just gave everything he did, every task, every part of his job, he gave it his all, but he made sure he had fun while he was doing it. And so I don't think that was even on his radar. He just wanted to go to work, wanted to keep working. Obviously, we all saw, his comeback after, the initial diagnosis and treatments. And, I was lucky enough to join him again last May during the playoffs. And he had just had a treatment the day before we went and did a Thunder game. So he just wanted to go to work, and he wanted to have a good time doing it. And that was, so I don't think the honor, he would have been, and I'm sure he was, it happened the night before he passed, but I'm sure he was thrilled. That wasn't what it was about for him. It was about people.
Bye.